Hi, I'm Danny Murphy from Canton, Mississippi, and this is my farm, Murphy Farms.
This land has been in Danny Murphy's family for more than 75 years. Southern Mississippi is a high rainfall area, so Danny has adopted practices to reduce erosion. Years ago, he switched to no-till cropping systems and cover crops to hold soil in place. Another strategy is installing what's called a rock chute to reduce erosion in the farm's drainage ditches.
Where we put in this new rock chute is a drainage ditch that's coming into our farm from a pasture that's to the east of us. The elevation is probably 3 or 4 feet above where our normal drainage ditch was. So this rock chute was a means of trying to address that. We could see where the dirt had eaten back, where the water was like a waterfall effect as it was going down, and it probably eating back at a rate of 1.5 or 2 feet a year.
To curb the erosion issue, the new rock chute is aimed at slowing the flow of water that ultimately reaches the Big Black River not far from Danny's farm. Danny worked with the USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service, or NRCS, to ensure the design of the chute would solve the problem.
Because this chute has to be designed for a special circumstance, you need highly trained engineers that understand the principles, understand and can do the survey to design this chute. The overall length is about 40 or 45 feet, 12 or 13 feet wide. The bottom of the chute is 3 foot wide. We put 65 tons of riprap in there. They call for 100-pound riprap, so most of them are larger stones. The ditch was dug out to have a 1.5 foot cavity, so there was a 1.5 foot of rock on each, as you go down. And then we got 7 yards of concrete on that to hold that rock in place.
Doing this type of work is important because as the farmer, Mr. Murphy needs his topsoil in order to be productive. And not only that, if it does wash away and ends up in the bottom of the Mississippi, it affects people down on the Gulf.
USDA NRCS was able to design that, and they also are cost sharing some of that. And as part of the American Soybean Association Conservation Legacy Award, I was able to get a grant through the Walton Family Foundation to help pay the rest of the cost for building this rock chute. And that's something I really appreciate. Like I said, it's something that I had wanted to do for a number of years and hadn't been able to get done. So it's nice to finally get it done and know that I've helped heal that spot in the field.
Danny has now installed a total of 6 rock chutes to better manage erosion and water flow away from his farm. It's part of his commitment to conservation and protecting the resources under his care.
That's why we're doing some of the projects we're doing, is trying to improve the land and make sure that it's as good a shape going into the future so that my children and my grandchildren can enjoy it.